Okay, so now we are going to look at what App Engine on a Google Cloud actually is.
This video is brought to you by OppiPies Academy.
So now this is also a very important aspect of cloud computing where you are now focusing on how we are going to deploy the app on a particular cloud so that it is accessible to the mass audience. Okay, so for now we are looking at what Google App Engine actually is. Okay, so first of all, it is a fully managed serverless application platform, and this essentially means that you can have all of your code at one particular place, and then you can deploy the particular code, and then it is managed completely by the people who are maintaining the app engine. Okay, and this is important because whenever you are looking at all of the different underlying technologies of the deployment of a particular project, then it becomes a very complicated matter, and your main productivity shifts away from writing the code and creating what adds the main value to the entire system, and from that it is shifted to writing basic scripts to provide different features like A and B testing, database management, and all of those things. Okay, so now let's look at how a particular app engine is different from a compute engine. Okay, so first of all, in both the cases you have an environment where you can execute your app. Okay, but in the case of compute engine you have the specifications which are fixed of that particular machine. Okay, so if the load increases, then the amount at which or the speed at which your processor is running will not increase, or the number of cores assigned to your particular task will not increase. But in the case of app engine, you first of all write the entire code and then you deploy that particular code. So deploy in short means creating the code into a package and then making it ready for launch. Okay, so if you were to compare it to an actual rocket which goes to space, then deploying is the process of adding the fuel, then adding fairings, then doing all of the final checks, and then we have the final launch process, which is comparative to the release process in the case of software modeling. Okay, so in the case of Google Cloud or App Engine, you write all of the code, then you have all of the dependencies in the requirement.txt file, so which specifies all of the requirements for your particular project. Okay, then in the case of compute engine, if you were to look at any requirements which were installed for your particular project, so in the case of a compute engine, you have to do it one by one. So you have to run a command like pip install Python or pip install TensorFlow, and then that particular command is executed and then you have the package installed on your system. Okay, but whenever you are looking at App Engine, then you don't have to install any package, but instead you write all of the packages in a different file. So you tell Google that I need these packages for the working of my app, and this is the code of my app, and then Google takes the entire package and then it is being executed on a different machine where you are given a good amount of scalability. So all of these things like A and B testing, A and B updates, or even having different content delivery networks for particular set of data management pieces, and then if you want to cater data to user, then it is very efficient to do it from a compute engine. But then the problem which comes with compute engine is that you cannot exactly work on it like a command line which you could do on a compute engine, but instead you have to first create all of your code, make sure it is working well, and then make it ready for deployment, which is making it ready for launch, and then you can deploy that particular code on an app engine, and then you can only check the working of the app engine by directly placing request to that particular engine. Okay, and then after you have deployed your particular application, you get a URL for your particular project, and then whenever you go on that particular URL, your entire content will be presented on your screen. So this is how people can host their different code blocks or even a variety of different applications on Google infrastructure, and then based on one particular URL you can access that data. Okay, so that is pretty much it for how App Engine actually works. Another different advantage of App Engine is scalability. Okay, so whenever you suddenly have users or the demand of your particular service is increasing. So let's say you are on Udemy and now there is a new sale on Udemy, and suddenly there are a lot of different people coming onto the website and buying a lot of different courses. So the activity on the Udemy website is rapidly increased. So in this particular case, if Udemy were using a Google Cloud App Engine, then dynamically the resources or the hardware which is assigned to that particular code base or the app suddenly is increased to occupy the more user intake. Okay, and then later on, when there is a slack period, when there are not a lot of users who are visiting the particular site, then that is when the amount of hardware or the resources which are assigned to that particular task is rapidly reduced. So with this, with your fluctuating demand, you can also have a fluctuating hardware which is assigned to your particular project. And with this, it can also mean that you only pay for what you actually use. So this is also a huge advantage of cloud systems, which is scalability. And if you were to build all of this at your particular local place or your local domain, then building all of this and also providing good scalability will be very hard. Okay, so now since the next few lectures we'll be focusing more on the app engine part and also looking at various HTTP requests, also look at how a app or a structure of a web app actually is. So yes, we have a lot to do. So without wasting any more time, let's get behind the screen.